Hello, I'm Jashikins, and this is The Raven Speaks. The Raven Speaks is a series of videos about a variety of subjects and is not intended for kids. New episodes will be released when I have the time and when I can't keep quiet about a topic. Feel free to comment below to suggest the topic for a future episode. Like, it doesn't have to be Supernatural, it can be some other fandom. I mean, also with Supernatural, if there's something in the finale I did not touch on that you want to know my opinions on, comment down below to suggest a future episode. And as I'm reading off a script, the script is there, camera feed is there. So if you notice me like every now and again just slightly looking over in this direction, that's me looking at myself, making sure how I'm in frame and everything. So yeah, this flower right here, they were cheaply bought flowers, and I was hoping to film a video where they actually looked good, but now they just look like they were dying, and I need to change the water tonight if I want to even bother to just. There's life in them, but they just look like they're dying. Anyways, the reason for this video was not to talk about the flowers, but to talk about the series finale of Supernatural. So let me get back to that topic. Supernatural seemed to have a perfect ending with the season 5 finale, Swan Song. It wrapped up 5 seasons of plots in a satisfying way. Plus, Dean got a family with a life away from the supernatural. And yeah, Ben and Lisa, miss them. But that'd be the topic for a whole nother video. But anyways, the show got 10 more seasons that never recaptured the original glory. Sure, we got more Castiel and some really great episodes and some decent plots, but overall, the 10 following seasons were messy. In the Supernatural Season 15 episode, Inherit the Earth, everything was wrapped up nicely. Chuck was defeated with Jack now in charge. Dean and Sam got their wish of not being part of Chuck's story and therefore having freedom for the first time in their lives. The episode shows a montage of past seasons as the brothers ride off into the distance. What makes the episode work as a finale is that all the main questions are answered, but not all the less important questions are. So viewers are left like Dean and Sam, excited about the uncertain future. But sadly, Inherit the Earth was not the series finale, and the following episode, Carry On, was. Where Inherit the Earth felt satisfying, Carry On was tedious with padding. Part 1. Let's get the good stuff out of the way. Even though Carry On was overall an awful finale, there were some good parts to it, such as the fact that the show ended with Dean and Sam in heaven. No matter how large the cast of the show became, the focus was always on the two brothers. Everything was centered around them. So, seeing the show ending on them was a very good decision. The original Bobby made a brief appearance, which was something I just loved. I love the actor, and seeing him again before the end was a bright light in an otherwise lackluster episode. I like that we got more hints of what Jack is doing with his newfound powers, such as the fact heaven is now an actual place instead of various rooms where people relive their favorite memories. Oh, Jack had Castiel help him restructure heaven because, yeah, he rescued Castiel from the empty, something I was really happy about. Finally, I liked that the original Carry On My Wayward Son was played as well as a cover of the song. The song has become extremely important to Supernatural, so it is only fitting that it plays in the final moments of the series. And now, let's get into the bad shit. Part 2. The vampires were just padding. Carry On did not need a case like in seasons past. This due to the fact the episode could be summed up as Dean and Sam dying before meeting up in heaven. The vampires should have appeared as a random moment in the episode. We should have encountered the vampires right as Dean and Sam killed them all. There didn't need to be build up to them. No matter how nice returning to John Winchester's journal was. So, why did vampires being a case not work for this episode? Because the episode was not concerned about them at all. It wasn't concerned about whoever Jenny was referring to, and it wasn't concerned about Jenny. It wasn't even concerned about the children Sam and Dean end up saving, even though the episode made us want to care about them. After Dean dies, the show just forgets about the vampires. There's no mention of them, nor of what happened to the kids. I thought for a moment Sam's son was one of the children because my mind was straining for any kind of continuity there. If the vampires were relegated to the scene where Dean dies, then it would have freed up more time to cover other subplots, like what happened with Sam and Eileen. Part 3. Dean should have died differently. Dean Winchester not having an epic death makes sense. This due to the fact it is a reminder to viewers that Chuck is no longer in charge of Dean's life. If he were, then something over the top would have happened. But But there should have been something more to Dean's death. This is a man that has fought God himself among various other baddies, so his death needs to be something. One big reason why I was so upset is the reappearance of Jenny, or whoever she is. The episode didn't care about her, so why should I? Anyways, Jenny reappears after many seasons of being absent. If you bring a character back, they need to do something. They can't just appear. Sorry, I'm angry and I can't read the script, I guess. Let's go back. They can't appear just to do nothing. Even if she didn't kill Dean herself, she should have played some part. Say, fooling Dean into making a mistake that ends up killing him. Instead, Jenny speaks a few lines and is killed like all the other vampires. Like, her death is not special at all. This show has been blamed of misogyny, so why bring back a female character just to kill her? Shouldn't the show want to prove that isn't the case? They could have brought back, a guy character just to kill them off in a matter of minutes. Dean dying by the hands of a random goon is so underwhelming. What is even more underwhelming is that he died by being pushed up on a nail. The man who has gone toe to toe with powerful baddies gets killed off by a random goon and a nail. At least when Derek Reese died in Terminator the Sarah Connor Chronicles, he was killed by an actual villain, not a random goon. I still like Derek Reese's death, but that's again is a totally different video. Since Dean had died before and his death was underwhelming, the only reason I started to tear up was because Sam's final words to Dean reminded me of Silene's My First Parakeet's death. She died in my hands after Rev Fresner said it was okay to die. It's only been recently that I can talk about her without crying. Part 4. Dean and Castiel then reunite one last time. I am a Destiel shipper, aka aka I like the idea. I can read. I went to college and got a BA in English with a specialization in creative writing. Whatever else goes wrong with my life, I can read. Okay, let's start this off again. I admit I am a Destiel shipper, aka I like the idea. Help me. This is my first video in so long. I keep on going. It's ID. Okay, third time, and we just go with that take. I admit I am a Destiel shipper, aka I like the idea of Dean and Castiel being in a romantic relationship. However, I never ship expecting my various ships to become canon. I am a shipper because I have fun shipping. In the season 15 episode, Despair, Castiel admits his romantic feelings to Dean. He is so happy admitting his feelings that the Empty is able to kill him and death. I found this scene to confirm Destiel is canon, but one-sided. I saw Dean's reaction as him being unable to process all the horrible things going on around him. He's never been one to easily express himself. So, Dean not expressing himself was not him not caring. It was him not being able to emote because he was so depressed. That scene was blamed of being a very very bad instance of the bury your gaze trope since Cass died right after admitting his feelings. With 2 episodes remaining, there was still time for the show to improve that moment. This due to the fact Dean and Castiel could meet up. During this meeting, Dean could confirm or deny he felt the same way about Cass. Now, Dean admitting romantic feelings for Cass would still be bad in the finale. This because it would feel like it was just thrown in at the last minute. They would have done nothing with the whole relationship, especially what it would have meant for a man like Dean. You know, someone very masculine admitting, they're not straight, so. But at least viewers would get confirmation if Dean actually had romantic feelings for Cass. Yet Dean and Cass never meet up and carry on. Heck, Dean never mentions what he actually felt when Cass gave his I love you speech. So, how Dean thinks about Cass is not mentioned in canon. This means that those who ship Destiel have enough evidence to support it. While at the same time, people who don't ship Destiel have enough evidence that it's non-canon. You know, if only there was a word for situations like this. Like, I don't think there's a word at all. Anyways, those are my brief feelings on why the Supernatural series finale did not work. Do you disagree? Do you agree? Please comment down below. Let me know. Also, if you have an idea for next episode, also comment below. Tell me what you want to hear about. It doesn't have to be about Supernatural. It doesn't have to be about the final season of Supernatural. Just, comment down below. So, I really would like it if I made this little show all on viewer requests. So, I just have to guess what you guys want at this point. So, like this video if you watch the Supernatural series finale. Doesn't matter if you liked it, didn't like it, like it if you watched the series finale. And subscribe for more episodes of The Raven Speaks. Just be aware that these episodes come out every now and again. I think the last time I put out The Raven Speaks episode was way back in September. So just be aware that it's very sporadic, but there will be episodes in the future. And I did the like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you're all having a good night. Currently, I'm trying to recover from my sinus infection, which is really fun, which is why no videos have been out in 2 weeks. I actually made an update video, I think earlier today or last night sometime. If you want a longer, in-depth explanation. So yeah. So I'm now going to have to turn over here so I can stop the video from recording. So, bye.